Okay. Uh, Today we will discuss about dynamic data structures. Okay. Data structures. Data structures. Okay. Data structures. Array is a data structure. String is a data structure. Okay. Okay. Arrays are data structures. Okay. These are data structures, but these are static data structures. Static. Okay. To make the dynamic data structures, okay, dynamic means at runtime. Okay, this is compile time. Static means compile time. Compile time, everything is allocated and processed, but at runtime we have to use lists. Okay, linked lists. Okay, we say linked lists. Okay, this is dynamic and it is runtime. Okay, memory is allocated at runtime, addition and deletion at runtime. So this is used for to develop an application, and if you use some programming language, then internally these linked lists are used. Okay, these binary trees are used for searching. This stacks and queues are used. Okay, so these are all stacks, queues, these are all kind of lists, linked lists. Okay, so what is a list basically? A list has items. Okay, items means data and address. Data and address. Okay, for example, list 1 has data Ali, name. Okay, and address is 100. Okay, its address is 100. There is additional, its address is 100, but there is additional RAM address. Okay, there is additional data. Okay, this is the first list. There is a called next, generic next. Next means next list or next record. Next record. Okay, so Ali 100 is the first record, and its next record will be something else. Okay, so next record means there is an address of second Akram 200, and now next record contains 200. Okay, next record will contain 200, and this contains 300, and third record is Asad. Okay, and this is 300, and it has null. Null means last. Okay, the last element is null. Okay, this is one kind. So in the list, simple list, this is incremental, linear. Okay, so in the list we add, what we do, we add data from front or beginning. Okay, from front we add data at end. In the beginning, and we add the data at the end. Okay, and we remove the data from start or beginning and we remove the data from end. Data means list. record, okay. Add the record in the beginning, add the record at the end, remove the record at the end, and remove the record from end, from start or from end. So there are 4 different operations, okay. So for example, we have a student record. Student has data name, email, password, course, etc. This is the data part, and every node has this data has last is next, pointing to the next, okay. So here in the beginning, if we want to add this, first is null. We set first, the first address is null, first next is null, because this is the first record, and last is null. When we insert first record, its first and next is null, okay. So this is how we structure the list, okay. Stacks and queues are part of this, okay, a kind of this list, this kind of list, okay. We add from the top, we add from the rear in the queue, from the front, from the rear, okay. So this is how linked list is constructed, okay. Now we will see how we can make such kind of list, okay. For example, we make student class student for student data, it will contain data part. For example, this is a string, student has a name, okay, and it will point to itself. Student will point to itself, student S. So this S is basically next, okay. Next will point to another student. Next means this is student type, and next will hold the address of next node, okay. And we can make a function, or we can make some this constructor. We say that, okay, student, and we get name, string name in the constructor when we make the object, string name, and we get student S, okay, student S, right. So what we do is we make the name is equal to name1. So this is name1, right. So string passed from the program, from the client class, and data will be next is student, next will be S, okay. So this is simple class, and we will use it in any other class to make lists, okay. We can use this, so it will make different students, okay. Student record 1, student record 2, student record 3, okay, and last record will have null. We loop through to display the data until we get the null, okay. And null means how to access it. This is student.next, this is student.name, okay. So we will see in the IDE, okay, here in the IDE we will see how we can get this this list, how we can make this list, right. Okay, now we have created a project list, and we have list.java here, list.java. we create a simple record. For record we create course. Okay, we create course. Okay. Course, and its public data is course title. Course title, and it is a string. It is a string. Now we have course first, course next, course next. So course record will hold two things. Number one, data part, title, and the address of next record. Okay, next record address, next record address. So we should make it simple. Next. Okay, next rec. Okay, next rec, right? Now we say that okay, there is a constructor course, and it will hold string title, string title. Okay, and it will hold course C, course next rec, next rec 1. Okay, next rec 1. Now this is title 1. Okay, just to differentiate, this is title 1, and title is equal to title 1, and next rec next record is equal to next rec 1. Okay, so next record will hold the course, next course. Okay, so this is data part, and this is next is address part. Now we create in the list we create course first and last, course first and last. This is to hold the address of first and address of last, data of first and data of last record. Okay, now we have add record. Okay, so this is public. It should be static because we will call it in static function main. Okay, so static, it should return a string. Okay, okay, we will see what is the string. It should return a string. Okay, and it is add at the beginning. Okay, add at the beginning. What should be added? Course should be added. Course current rec. Okay, current record, right? Now if first is equal to null, if first is equal to null, if there is no record, this is the first record, then we should have first is equal to last is equal to current record, current rec. Okay, so current record is, okay, this is static, so we should add static method, right? What else? Else says we should do else if it is second, third or next record, then what should we do? We should first say that, okay, current rec dot next is equal to first. Okay, so first is created in if condition, and now current first is current record, first is current rec, current record. Okay, so it means in the beginning, if there is no record, okay, if there is no record, then we have, if there is no record, then we have first and last current record. So address of current record and data of current record is first and last. So there is only one record, so this is the first record and this is the last record. So current record is first and last. This is the if condition. Okay, and if it is second record, then we should have address of first in the next track. Current record dot next track. Next track is what? Next track is we have defined in course class. So next track is first. Next record is first. Then this is current record is becomes the first. And current record next holds the previous first. So previous first means that now the previous first is second record and first record is current record. Okay, we should see address also. So we should return address. Return address of first. Okay, is first, holds first, is address, and then we have last holds the address of last, and we have next holds the address of next. Current rec dot next, current rec dot next rec. Okay, this is the string. We will return to the main function this string to see the addresses of first, last and next record. Okay, so we add courses, course record 1, course record 2, course record 3, and we see the addresses at the beginning. This is add at the beginning. We will add at the end also. We will remove from the end, we will remove from the beginning. So these are the functions, right? Okay, now we display how to display the records. Public static list. Okay, and public static void display. In the display we have course current is equal to first. Okay, list all records, all titles, right? While current dot next is not equal to last. Current dot next is not equal to null. Okay, equal to null. Current dot next rec is not equal to null. Then system dot out dot println current dot name dot toString. Okay, toString, and we should display current dot name. Okay, so what is the current? Current is equal to current is equal to current dot next. Okay, current is equal to current dot next rec. Now current dot title, not name. This is title, right? Title dot. So this will display the list all. Then we have a static function, public static function, that will display a string s. Okay, display string s. Okay, it will display, how to display, system dot out dot println and just display it. Okay, this will system. Okay, and we should have now course C is equal to new course and title is Java. Okay, and we should add Java, and first is null. First course is we should pass null, or we should pass first. Okay, we should pass first. First is null, so first. Okay, and c dot add. What is the name of the function? Add beginning. So we should add beginning. Add beginning has C. Okay, C dot add beginning is something cannot find add beginning this course. Let's see. C dot add beginning is course. Yes, it is course, and this is that variable C of type course. It will return string s is equal to this. A string s. And add beginning, it is causing problem with the add beginning. What is the problem with the add beginning? Add beginning course current record. It is course current record. Course C is equal to method at beginning course. Okay, this is not course. This is course C. This is add beginning. Only add beginning, not C. It is not inside C. Okay, so it is add beginning, right? Then we should display the record. We should display string s. So display s, and it is saying okay, display s, and we add another record. We add another record. Copy and another course. Okay, paste, and this time we have C1, and the course is CSS. And this is now, this should be like this, right? And display s, and we should add another course. This is C2, and it is graphics in Java. Okay, and this should be this, right? Now we should list all. Okay, so we call list. Okay, list. This will list. Let's compile this. So it is an unlimited loop. Let's see what is going on. Because we have some problem of, okay, you should see the first record is 942. Okay, so first is 942, then last is 942. This is not good. Okay, we should have some changing in first is 942. This is address, right? Now we have first, last, current record, and current record dot next record. Current record dot next record is equal to first, and first is equal to current record. This is okay. First is equal to null. Okay, the problem is first is equal to null, last is equal to null. Okay, this is the problem. So this is it says non-static variable. Non-static variable last cannot be referred. Okay, this is the problem, right? We have this. Okay. Now let's see. If we compile this, okay, this is a problem again. Else current rec dot next rec is equal to first. First is equal to current rec. And we should print first, last, and next. Okay, the problem is this. We are not using, this is C1, this is C2. Okay, so this is the problem. Let's see now. Okay, this is, now you see 742, the last is 742. Okay, next is 742. Now 9C and 9C. Okay, so we have added two functions. We have added three, but it is displaying two. The problem is with the loop. So we should have current is not equal to not null. So we have graphics in Java, CSS and Java. So you see, this is how we add, right? And add at the beginning. Okay, so first record has this 9742 course at 97. This is the address, this is another address, list dot, this is reference, right? List dot course, this is last. So first the first record, first and last is same, and its next is null. For the second record, the address is this, last record is 9742, and its next is also 9742. And for the next record, we have this 922 and 9742 last, and next is 9C, that is second record, right? So this is how we add at the beginning of the list. Okay, we can add at the end of the list. How to do that? Okay, we should add public add at the end. How to add at the end? Public static void add at the end of the list. What should be added? Course will be added, and course is this C at the end. Okay, so we have add end, and add at the end if we check last is not equal to null. Last is not equal to null. Okay, if last is not equal to null, then we should first get the last record. Okay, so last dot next track is equal to C. Okay, last dot next track is equal to C. So last dot next track is equal to C, and now last is C. Last is equal to C. So last dot next record means previous last. Previous last will have the address of C. Address of previous record, previous last next will have address of C, and the C is the last. Now current C is the last record, and we should also do now last is C, last dot next track, this is very important, okay, is equal to null. Okay, otherwise infinite loop, again infinite loop, right? So we get the current record and put the address in the previous last. previous last, and the current record is the last, and then current record is last, and current last record dot next record means next record will have null. It means end of the list. So it is add at the end of the list. So let's see whether it is what we should call this function. Okay, we should call this function here. Okay, add at the end. We should say that s is equal to add at the end, and what should be added? This is another course. Okay, another course will be added at the end. Okay, so we should copy it and paste here. Paste here, right? This is C3, course number 3, and this is something threads. Okay, so we should delete this, and at the end is C3. Okay, and we should display S. Okay, there is a semicolon here, and we have this. Okay, it is saying incompatible types, void cannot be converted to string. Okay, it should also get this, right? If we see this, okay. Copy, and we should paste. This should return a string, and we should return a string. Okay, now it says course. This is not current record, this is current record, this is also current record. We name it C. Okay, this is C. Now let's compile. So there is a problem. It has added, but the problem is you have to, there is exception. If there is exception, then you have to write try. Okay, all the code inside try, and you should implement it. Okay, you should implement. There is a problem with the display. Okay, this semicolon, and we should catch this exception. This is generic exception, but there is null pointer exception. There is there are many exceptions. Okay, runtime exception. There are exceptions. So exception E, and just close this body or print the exception. Okay, here print the exception. So you should implement the exceptions. Very important for the production code. Okay, for the production code, this must be dealt properly. Otherwise, if there is problem with your software, no one will use it. Okay. So this is last record is threads. Okay, threads have been, okay, threads, there is spell mistake. Threads have been added. Last record, right? Now we can remove the record from the beginning and remove the record from the at the end. How to do that? Okay, at the end of the list. Okay, now we should implement a function remove from the beginning. Okay, how to remove from the beginning? We have static void remove from the beginning. Okay, so how to remove from the beginning? First, we must see what is the second record, because second record will be first. If first record is removed, then second record will be the first. So we have address of second record in the next of first record. We have address of second record in the next of first record. First dot next first rec is equal to what? Is equal to first. So first is first dot next track is first. Okay, so next record is first, and we should next record will have the first, and the okay, for first, and we should put null in the first. Okay, first dot next record is equal to first. Okay, so next record will have the address of first, that will be copied to first. Okay, right? Now we remove from the beginning. How to remove from the beginning? We call remove beginning. Remove beginning, and from the beginning means, let's see the output. You see, first record has gone. Graphics, that record has gone. Okay, so if I call it again, remove from the beginning, remove from the beginning. Okay, if we call it again and we compile it, now we have two records. So two records have been removed from the beginning. How to remove from the end? Okay, let's delete comment this, and we add remove at the end. So we have static void remove end, remove from the end, And how to remove from the end? We should get course C is equal to, or course current. Current is equal to last. Current is equal to first. Okay, we should loop through it. Okay, current is equal to first. Okay, and we have while loop, and while in the while we have current dot next is not equal to last. Okay, not equal to last. Current dot next rec, okay, next rec is equal to last, and we have current is equal to current dot next rec. Okay, okay, next rec is current is equal to current dot next rec. This is okay. And now not equal to last means last record. So we remove from the end last record, remove, where we should remove last record. So we get the second last record is current. Second last record is now current after the loop. Okay, now we have second last record, and second last record dot next current dot next is equal to null. Next rec is equal to null. Okay, and last is equal to next current. Last is equal to current, right? So we must implement try catch. Okay, this is all try catch. I mean if there is an error, it should be catched and implemented. Okay, let's see how it works. Okay, let's call it remove end. So we call here remove from the end. Remove end. First we just call the function without this. We have all the courses there. Now we remove this, and now compile. You see, one record down, last record. So remove from the, this is remove from the end. So we have added in the beginning of the list, added at the end, in the start, in the end, added, and removed from the start and removed from the end. Remove from the beginning and remove from the end. Okay. So this is how we make simple linked list. This is very simple linked list. We have only name. There are a lot of fields. For example, title has duration, course has duration, course has teacher, course has student. I mean, there are a lot of things. You can add date removed, date added. Okay. So if you have given a form where you have to fill a course, so there are a lot of fields. All fields must be implemented here in the data structure, in the RAM, before putting into the database. Whatever is removed, remove from the RAM. Whatever is added, added in the RAM. So again, this is RAM. RAM is so it is not easy. because it directly relates with your speed. So removal, addition, removal, there must be null, garbage collection. Okay, there is automatic garbage collection, but we can make this destroy. Okay, a destructor. Okay, in the destructor we should remove all. Okay, we should put null at least. Okay, null in the nodes, so that these are called nodes. Okay, the technical name is node. This is not course. Course is a node. Last is a node. First is a node. Course is, you can see that course is some kind of database. Okay, some kind of database table, some entity, some class. Okay, this is, we have implemented class, but there is a table inside a database. When this has been added, when all the cards are there, we insert into the database. When user presses OK, now I have removed, I have added, this is finished, addition and removal, and press finish. Then the records have been updated. Records will be updated in the database. Before that, before going to database, we have to use the RAM. Okay, so this is the first list manipulation. If you know this, okay, then you can easily work with stack, queue, okay, trees, searching, sorting, whatever. If you have understood this class, then you must now know how to add, how to delete, how to. So in the stack there is stack is top. Okay, top, and queue is another kind of list, that is linked list, that is from the, we remove from the there is rear, there is front. Okay, so this is kind of a queue, right? We remove from one end, add from another end. We add in the stack from end, pop and push. Okay, push means add and pop means, so there are different terms. Pop means remove from the top. Okay, from one end. Stack is one ended. Okay, one ended data structure. So stacks are used in RAM. Okay, and for the searching, linked list, binary trees. Okay, doubly linked list. There is also a doubly linked list, right? There are a lot of them. So data structure is very, very important. This is a very simple example to know how addresses work. This is all about it. How addresses work. What is the address of the next node? How to remove, how to add with the one title, one data. Okay. So I think you have understood this. Next we will implement queue and stack. Queue and stack. And then we will do binary trees. Okay, in the data structure. So you have seen another thing. If you see, this is a string. If you make it object, then this is, if you make it object. So string is another, when you work with the dynamic data structure, you should use object. Okay, so object means it can be any, not string, but it can be boolean, it can be integer, it can be float, it can be binary, whatever. Okay, so it is easy to work with objects, but for the simplicity we have used string. Only one data type title, one data title, and that is string. But you should use object. Okay, same. This is also an object. static object, right? But you should use object. Okay, you type it object, and in the course you should type object title, okay? And in the where you should use everywhere in the object, in the dynamic data structures, right? Okay, we will implement next the queue and stack. Okay,